I'm feeling Kimberly. I'm always feeling Kimberly. She's so pretty. Hey, girl. My sleep schedule's horrific. Oh, hold on. Don't forget, do not disturb. Oh, you're sliding. Hold on. Do not disturb me. And look at the blush on her face. Look at all the redness, the pinkness. It's because she's blemished. I don't care. It makes her look cute. Kimberly, hey girl. She is one of my favorite characters that I have. So, I mean, yeah, the title is self-explanatory. I mean, we've been looking at old art since 2022, which is just a ridiculous amount of time. It's just because my streams are always spread out and I get in and out of certain things, like, I mean, even A Hat in Time we haven't played in a minute. And I'm thinking of maybe getting on it today, but I don't know if I feel like it. So you always had to consider the fact that I don't feel like it. So I am mourning my PlayStation 2. I got rid of it when we moved because we were trying to let go of things that we didn't need. And I would have absolutely held on to it, but there were a couple reasons I didn't. There was a main reason I didn't. The main reason was I thought it was dying. I thought it was like hanging by a thread, and it might have been, but I don't actually know if that's true. I was having a lot of technical issues with it for a little while. I could play my games, but like I was playing Hit and Run one night, and the screen was just, like, flickering like crazy. And it was just really weird. I should have, like, tested other games and seen if it was just that disc, because I think my Hit and Run disc does have some problems, because there are times where I would put it in the PlayStation and it wouldn't read it. But yeah, it was like flickering, and then I guess, like, at some point, like, I couldn't get the audio to work, even though I hadn't messed with the cords at all, and it was just, I felt its death. I felt its death approaching. I felt like it was about time to put the PS2 out the pasture. I felt like it was the time was approaching. Another reason that I thought that it was dying was because I had a dead CMOS battery. I'm just gonna call it CMOS. So I had a dead CMOS battery. I didn't know that's what it was. I actually have footage of an old stream from, like, I think 2021, where I put in Simpsons Hit and Run, and it was actually a time that I put in the disc and it didn't read that there was a disc in there. So that was interesting. So that freaked me out at first, and I was like, why isn't it reading my disc? But also, like, if you look at the PlayStation 2, like, main menu, where you can pick from the browser or the system configuration or whatever, there's all these orbs spinning around. Well, it was the first time I witnessed this, but all of the orbs just, like, came together and then just stood in one spot. They were just all stuck together, and I was like, why is it frozen? Why is it doing that? And I couldn't figure out why it was doing that. But I did, like, a tiny bit of research, not enough. Like, at one point I looked it up, and people were calling it the dot of death, which now that I know what it is very dramatic. But people were calling it the dot of death, and it was like, something's wrong with your battery's dead or something inside the PlayStation 2, and I didn't know what any of that meant. I just saw dot of death, and I thought, well, maybe my PS2's falling apart. And with that, alongside the flickering and the audio issues, I just thought maybe it's just time to say goodbye to the PS2. I now realize it could have been falling apart. I mean, it was there for a long time. It's PlayStation 2. It's old. But the dead CMOS battery was nothing to fear. It is a very easy fix, and all my games still worked. All the CMOS battery does, it's a really funny way to say it. The only thing the CMOS battery does is it keeps track of, like, the clock and the time. So I heard from people that the orbs spinning around is literally like a representation of the clock moving. Like, that's literally, like, part of the system. And because the clock like resets every time you turn on the PS2, and it's like set to, I don't know if it's set to the beginning of the year or if it's like forever set to like December 12th, 2000 or something. Something like that. Like the date just sits there and it resets every single time that you turn on the console. Um, which didn't really affect me. I don't have an issue with that. My games were fine. Although I did notice when I would open Barnyard, like the files would all say that they were saved in 2000 or something, and I was like, that's not possible. These files, these files are new. I made these files like in recent years. So I always thought that was weird. And now I think this is probably why it was doing that. So I had a dead CMOS battery, and I didn't know exactly what it was, but it was nothing to fear in my case because all my games still worked fine. Um, Maybe it would have been a concern later on, but it wasn't at the time. It wasn't affecting anything as far as I know. It was literally just the clock, and the clock didn't affect any of my games. So, but that combined with all the other stuff that was happening, I just figured, oh, maybe my PS2's dead. So maybe I should just let it go and get a new one eventually. That eventually hasn't come yet, because I just haven't had a reason really to play anything. I have been missing Wario Land Shake It lately, but that's on my Wii. I still have my Wii. I don't know if I ever told this story, but my old Wii died, like a long time ago. I had an old Wii. I think we actually have been through a couple of PlayStation 2s as well. My sister had a GameCube. I never experienced it. I just saw it sitting in my parents' closet. I don't know why we never played it or why it was never plugged up. I don't know if it didn't work. I don't know. But I never actually experienced the GameCube console, but I saw it. Are you excited for Christmas? I wish I could say I was, but I'm not doing anything for it because I'm alone. And my parents are across the country. So the way that I have celebrated it is by drawing my character celebrating it. So, and I tried to make some LPS videos for it, but then I was like, I don't want to do this. So I just started working on the next old series review for Abnormal Pain. I don't know if you guys saw my community post, but what old art are we looking at? I'm going to be looking at my old DeviantArt. That we've been doing this for years, except we've been taking forever to do it. So it goes all the way back to 2017 and lasted until like I think I was consistently posting until like 2023 or 2022. 2023, I would say. Then I started posting way more on my Tumblr. And then every once in a while in 2024, I would like post something, but I was very inactive and I was mostly on Tumblr. So, and then eventually I left. May 19, 2024 was the last post I made on DeviantArt. So let's scroll down to 2020, where we were. And I'm going to be looking... Oh, by the way, the Squidster, I went on there recently and I publicized a bunch of videos that were unlisted and private. I didn't actually review them before doing it, so maybe it was a mistake, but whatever. It's out there. So if you guys want to look at those, you're free to, because I realized there were a lot of videos that are just like not public, and I don't know why. So I just publicized a bunch of them. And after my old series review is done, I actually think I might want to look at Animations, or the Squidster, or whatever. It'll always kind of be Animations to me. I might want to look at that and review it, and just look into what's going on there, and look into that history. I am not as fond of that old time on the internet of mine. Wow, that was a terrible sentence. I am not as fond of that era of mine as I am of like LPS videos, because the art and animation meme community is just so melodramatic, and my videos were fucking dumb. And my LPS videos were silly and dumb too, but at least there was heart in it, and they weren't like negative and like just talking about stupid internet drama. They were fun and whimsical, and people in LPS were fighting each other and falling in love and breaking hearts and melodrama, and it was full of creativity. And my art animations didn't do any of that. Whatever. So I might review that after I review Abnormal Pain. I guess let's get into this. I was talking about how my Wii died. My very old Wii, the fans died. And I remember me and my sister and my mom were all in the same room, and we were like trying to figure it out. Late 2010s animation meme community was the literal trenches. AI could never recreate 2017 LPS dolls and TV. God. Ugh, man, not late 2017 and early 2018. It was a time that I never want to relive. Such a sad time, man. Just an unfortunate time. 2018 in general was bad for me, but I don't give a shit. We're past it, man. We've grown. We've grown past it. Anyways, my Wii died. This is a long time ago, so my current Wii is fine as far as I know. Wouldn't that suck if I turned it on one day and it like did the same thing where the fans are dead? So the fans died on my old one. And whenever we would turn it on, it would freeze and it would make this sound like wee, and it would just do that forever. And you just can't boot it up. It's the fans are dead and it does not work. So, you know what we used to do? We used to have, for a very brief period of time, we had like Wario in the background of these streams. We should start doing that again. Does he have room along with my laptop? We will find out. But like in hit and run streams, I would have him like in the corner of the TV. You won't see him here specifically because my laptop will be here and it'll be covering everything up. But, you know, there he is. He'll be next to it. Okay, boom. Ha. Here we were. So, 2020. Here we go. All right, we were right here. Bob says, let's see. I'm going to zoom in so that we can see just this segment in particular. Get some water. And a tad bit of a raspiness. Okay, Bob says, so this is a simple little... I remember this Animal Crossing era. This was so strange. I was like forcing an Animal Crossing phase for no reason. These ears are interesting. There's a lot of colors going on there. I don't like how this eye is going off the face. I'm sure I do that still, but I think there are just other issues with the eyes that I don't like that's making it look worse. Fill this with whatever. Location blue. Why did I entertain this new feature? Forgot to add signature, so people will likely steal this. Girl, I was forgetting to add signature forever. Oh my god. I, like, don't remember when I started adding it consistently. I want to say 2024 somewhere, but yeah. Psh. I am lucky enough to not have dealt with a ton of art thieves, to my knowledge. Who knows? But, like, yeah. I remember someone, like, traced my old-ass terrible birdie ship art with fucking... Dude, I've been thinking lately about how much I used to obsess over birdie to the point that, like, it's an unerasable... Oh, my... Oh, look at my shelves collapsing. Check it out. I can't figure out how to fix them. It's my scrapbook paper shelves. They're all collapsing. Okay. But it's such an unerasable time of mine on the internet, and that's my fault. Because I was fucking, like, obsessed with him. And making videos about him and all this stupid bullshit, and I kept redrawing his art and then making fan art for him before, like, the whole hateful thing. That's not erasable from my history now. That's, like, a major part of my history and my art journey. Isn't that sad? That's just so upsetting. Like, lately I've been thinking a lot about, like, my 2019 self and how much I regret that era and how fucking ridiculous I was. It's like, god damn it, why'd you do that? Come on, you're smarter than that. Whatever, I just got bored and decided to make this. I'm going to fill it with useless garbage as much as the next person. Also, today's been good for drawing. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. That's cool, that's cool. Oh, what is this? You stood beside. I believe that's Oleander lyrics again. Oleander was like my music, man. I forgot a lot that you were a big Birdie fangirl 2018, even though I was there to experience mostly everything. My condolences. Meanwhile, there's me who deleted almost all my old art, and I'm mad about it. I guess it's true that I can't, like, it's better to have it all saved somewhere. It's all part of history, and it's like, even if it's cringy or you regret it, it's an important part of you. But yeah, the frame from a video I was working on that I probably won't finish, I just think it's neat. This art style, during this time, something about the bodies makes me angry. They're not all bad, but something is upsetting me. Something is irking me. I deleted my old DeviantArt and regret it because all my old OC lore is gone forever. Oh. This is my thumbnail for my 5 years of LPS2 video I made a while back. It was ass. That video sucked because the audio got ruined, and then like for the whole 2018 segment, it was just a white screen. Like, you don't have to do that. Why'd you do that? Why? It's bad. It's bad content. It's not content. And then I was complaining about something that happened years ago that I don't care about anymore. I obviously, like, 2018, I had this whole incident. I don't care about this anymore. I had a whole incident where, like, I was trying to leave LPS2, but then people were begging me not to leave, and I blew things out of proportion and overreacted. I understand that I wanted to leave, and, like, people were like, no, don't leave, and I, like, took it personally, and I thought that they were pressuring me, and I felt overwhelmed or whatever, but, like, you have to understand those are kids, and they're not trying to, like, I thought all of them had, like, malicious intentions, and they were all out to get me, and they were gonna force me to do something I didn't want to do, and it's like, they're just kids, and they're sad that you're not gonna make videos anymore. To an extent, I think my feelings were valid around the time. There were definitely some crazies in the crowd, as there always are when a crowd is present, but now as an adult with a matured brain, I look back and it's like, I don't care. I don't see it, and I don't want to, here's an important thing. I think it's good to look back at, like, things that happened when you were a kid that you don't think is a big deal anymore, and it doesn't affect you as much anymore. That's good. And it's, you called them fake fans. That too, it's like, that's probably not true, dude. I don't think they are fake fans. Some of them were mean, some of them were hostile, but not all of them were malicious. Like the Allison and Jason one, yep, I mentioned it in that too. Dude, I hate, okay, sorry, I'm getting all distracted. Shit. Videos, 2018. So, I think looking back at stuff that happened when you were a kid and not really caring as much anymore, or not being super affected by it, is good and a sign of growth. But I also think it's important to acknowledge that it did hurt you at the time, and to acknowledge your feelings from the time and all that, because it's like, it was still a real event that hurt you, and it shouldn't be invalidated just because it doesn't affect you now. And it kind of ties into how, like, adults don't see kids' problems as big of a deal because it wouldn't hurt them. But, like, it hurts the kid because the kid, they don't live the same world as you. They don't have all that perspective and all that bullshit, you know? And they don't, you know, like, I don't know, whatever, I've talked about it before. I really didn't like my ego on my old LPS House and TV channel. Like, there was, like, this constant, like, branding, like, the LPS House and TV experience, LPS House and TV studio, and, like, characters were constantly glazing me and my channel, and, like, Allison, the mascot, was always such a goody two-shoes, self-righteous, like, such a good person, and it was really annoying. You were a kid, lots of kids have egos, I know, man, I know, it's silly, but it's like, oh my god, girl. You gotta get it. By the way, can we talk about how these are, like, the same color? Like, add some interest to it. Make that orange brighter, dude. Make it sparkle. It bothers me. Also, they're just standing there. Not a fan of that. This is interesting. Kill them. Well, that seems very hostile. Menacingly. 5 years of doing LPS2, making LPS videos. I started June 19, 2015. Tomorrow is going to be the start of all the upcoming anniversaries. Also, Sally's birthday, lol. Really? Time to be happy. Jesus Christ, what was happening here? I was trying to force myself to be happy. No one's around to help. Is this like 3 vents in a row? Tried something new with the shading. Poor Bob, because I know this was a vent. Sally is born. Cool. The value of diversity is non-existent. I didn't want to make this the exact same as my tangy birthday art, so Sally is born. You know what would help not make it the exact same is if you did interesting poses and shit. I can see that we still have not abandoned the just standing there formula. Let's see. We have, okay, this is a sitting with a pose. This is running. This is a pose. They both have poses. Even if it's small, I will count it. I will count it if it's just small. There's a pose. There's poses. They're all doing something with their arms. So Bob's just standing there. Okay, Bob's just standing there. Just standing there. I guess she's doing something with her hand. Sunsets, you can't see it. Sunset's just like floating there. Make it look like she's floating. Like, add to the gravity of it, you know? Because her wings are just like there. Make them like, I don't know, point up or something, or like show some kind of movement. I don't know. Tangy's holding cake, Bob's standing there, I'm standing there, I'm standing there, wow. So it really just like happens here with 5 in a row of just standing there. Having a character standing there can improve the art of its part if it's part of the character's personality or mood. I slightly agree. I'm going to use Cathal as an example because Cathal's a great example. Sorry, we're just going to like fly up here. I need a drawing of Cathal. Any at all. Maybe, wait, none of these are good examples. Okay, here. Okay, so Cathal was a huge part of, like, I was really trying to push my poses and things like that because it gives the characters more personality and brings out more in them. Cathal was a big challenge, and the reason why is because they're very, like, I don't want to say dry. They have a personality, but like Deep Diver mentioned, let's go. Hi, Mary. Hello. Okay. So Cathal like is very like, doesn't have a lot of energy, lacks a lot of energy. And so I was constantly trying to convey that. Like, a lot of the time they were just like kind of standing there. But around this time I was aware of that and I wanted to change it. I wanted to fix it. I didn't want them to just stand around doing nothing. But also it kind of fit into their personality, so I wasn't sure what to do. Nowadays I played a lot more with posture. And what helps a lot is instead of just having them stand there, I'll do like little things, like have their hands in their pockets and have them like slouched over. It gives them a laid back look. It gives them like a careless look, which is good for their character. So to an extent, just standing there can work like for certain characters that don't have like a lot of energy or something. But there are still ways to convey that lack of energy instead, rather than like having a lack of pose. Anyways, yeah. Sally, you could have given her literally anything. Hi, Sally. She's my favorite Animal Crossing villagers. I fucking love her so much. She's so cute. Okay, so sorry. I finally stopped with the location thing, and it's just the character now. Oh, no! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't think it was clickable. I don't know why. So they try to do, like, tags, bitch. It's Sally's birthday today, but it's also my actual friend's birthday today. What day is this? June 19th? Who? June 19th is my channel anniversary. That's the first thing I think of. Apparently, it's also Sally Animal Crossing's birthday. Hell yeah. She's so cute. I miss her. Okay. I still don't have Kurt on my current island. Isn't that fucked up? Still. It's so fucked up. June 19th was also... Is that also Fabulous Fable's birthday? Let me check this. I'm gonna go look. Look at this terrible. 5, 6? This one's the worst. There's 2 on my lips. I don't know what's going on down here. Sometimes my chin just gets, like, really attacked. For no fucking reason. So it's looking like the old series review for Abnormal Pain is going to take up probably like 3 parts or something. I would love to just have it all in one video. The reason I don't is because CapCut gets too laggy after a while, where you just can't really use it. And after a while, it also just won't export your stuff. It'll crash. So I'm forced to do that. Abnormal Pain has 17 episodes, and it's looking like it's going to be 3 parts. Fabulous Fables has 45 episodes. This shit's about to be like 6 parts or something. So let me take a look at this. I'm not showing the screen just because I don't want YouTube to get on my ass. That's June 23rd. Never mind. That's a day after my birthday. So that's June 23rd is Fabulous Fables anniversary. This stupid shit over and over. Okay. It's my actual friend's birthday. Who was that? Maybe a friend I don't have anymore. I should probably draw something for them soon. I'm just happy and also overwhelmed because everyone's birthday is coming and everybody happy and I'm happy too. Tomorrow is me and that person's 1 month anniversary. I'm good. And of course, my birthday is the 22nd. FF will be 3 years old on 23rd. I could have just kept reading, which I refuse to believe. And yeah, I uploaded my 5 years of ps2 videos on Strawglix, and I'm really proud despite the audio issues. Fuck you, iMovie. I made some of my friends cry. What? Oops. Wait, what does that have to do with this? What does that have to do with this? Is it relevant to this? Is this like a whole different thing? Like you made them cry tears of joy, like you made them cry like, oh, you've grown so much, it's been 5 years, like a sentimental cry. Why'd you make your friends cry? Oh, shit. It's because I clicked the character tag. God, my 2022 art style pisses me off so much. I'm not getting to that for 2 years. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Okay, Hat Kid with the Peak. The one and only best skin besides the Justice, which is Mustache Girl skin. The Blueberry Pie skin. Peak. Sorry for shit quality. I won't even explain what the hell I went through to submit this. Didn't I make the canvas size gigantic? Image size. Look at this. Why is it such a random number? 8,364 by 13,284. Why did you make it so ginormous? I make, like, your favorite is the Freedom Palette? That's literally the worst one, Tiki Talk. That's literally the worst one. That is the worst skin. None of it goes together. Like, I'm pretty sure the boots and the pants are the same color. It's so bad. Of all the skins, the Freedom is your favorite. I'm just unloading on this random deactivated deviant from 2020. You're entitled to your opinion. It's okay. But I am not a fan of that skin. It's ass. It's ass. Anyways, I got a hat in time. That and Animal Crossing, which is why I've been doing basically nothing and submitting basically nothing. I put so many hours into both games. Animal Crossing's at 1,000 now, by the way. They both pain me, and yet I love them. Send help, except don't, because I know the professionals will tell me something I don't want to hear. That got way too real. I just remembered I have Splatoon clips on my phone. I should show you guys. Yeah. So I got some new colors in the game that I can use, and it's really pretty, so I drew Hat Kid in them. I'll probably draw other ahead in time in Animal Crossing content, but for now I'm extremely indulged in these games. And working on Talking Sparks as a project finally. I'm going to show you guys clips. Because I want to. This is also one of my favorite things I've ever drawn, by the way. This person is unfortunately not in our group anymore. They're very cringe, but still one of my favorite things I've ever drawn. Before we get into that, I want to look over some Splatoon clips, baby. This should be good to go. Hat in Time is actually open. No, I don't want to update. Okay. Okay, we have to go to, oh, sheesh. Ugh, I don't even remember what I've shown and what I haven't. And I've been adjusting my date on my Switch because of Animal Crossing. So now, it's, oh, fuck. And now, the photos and videos are saving all willy-nilly and wonky. What if we just looked at every single photo on here? We'd be here forever. Jesus, I think we should go this far down. Where do I start seeing Splatoon stuff? Oh, I have my outfits. God, this is so out of order. Oh, these are everywhere. Christ. Hold on, sorry, technical issues. What is this? Hi, it says. I painted hi with the splat charger. I'm an E-liter main. Did I ever say that? I don't give like Splatoon updates. Dude, yeah, I know why it happened. I can't stand the ink vacuum. I think it's ass. I don't like it. I'm just not good at using it, but I used to play a bunch of Turf War, and it's really bad on Turf War. I understand it in ranked. It's actually not that bad in ranked at all. Why do I have this saved? 4 kills? Do you think that's special? Oh, what the hell? Oh, what is this? This must have disconnected. Yeah, someone disconnected. There's 0 all across the board. Except I splatted. I got 4 kills. So I must have splatted one of every member on the other side. Because they all say 1, 1, 1. That's 3. I got 4 kills, so I guess I also killed the last person. Wow, what the hell? And then they disconnected. So I went in, killed 4 people, and I was the only one who did anything there. Why do I have this saved? Stolus! Ew! Bad! Ew! Cringe! Terrible. 11 kills, 0. I'm having a hard time seeing this. What, 2 disconnects, bruh? 11 kills, Turf War, and we won with 2 disconnects. How bad did y'all fuck up? 10 kills, 1. These are all Turf War. I don't care about Turf War. Weenie ass Turf War. 13 kills, 1 kill. These are all Splat Charger. I don't care about Splat Charger. What's this? Ah, this is Gal. This is Gal. Gal was... It's like the only shooter I like. Two hit is nasty. Bruh. Oh my god! Jesus, I'm going crazy. Okay. There was that, I guess. Okay, that wasn't the same one. This is 10 kills. Who cares, man? E-liter, 10 kills, 1 death, Turf War, Undertow. Fucking Undertow. 15, oh wow, with the Gal. Okay, with the Gal, kind of popping off with the Gal. 22 kills, 4 deaths, tower control. Yeah, that was actually kind of huge, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not good at, I'm not good at confrontational weapons. That's not what they're called, but that's what I call them. I'm good at, staying in the back like a coward. Wow. Girl, did we win this? I doubt it. Wait, was this the same one? Okay, we're yellow. Oh, we lost. Big surprise, we lost with all Chargers. But I was superior with 7 kills and 0 deaths. Dude, why does this keep... What is going on here? Okay, we have Marimo, Ding Dong Player, and a Risky Biznu. That's me, Risky Biznu. I took that directly. I think Stroglix must have not fit into my thing. So I just randomly chose Risky Biznu, which is a Game Grumps reference. Ding dong. Risky Biznu is also similar to my Discord name now. It's not my exact one. I'm not giving out my exact one because I don't want friend requests because it's not public. I don't care. I have a select group of friends and that's all I care about. My Discord was Stroglix and then I changed it to Risky Biznu. Because I was actually giving it to one of my IRL friends for so that we could play Splatoon. So I was giving him my Discord, and I didn't want him to see Stroglix, and I didn't want him to accidentally find my YouTube channel or something because I was embarrassed. So I changed it. So yeah, there's that fun lore. Fun fact: that Splatoon friend is the same friend whose voice I stole for Sherbert. I've talked about that before. 11, I don't care about Turf War. It's so boring. Heavy Splatling. Dude, Heavy Splatling. I'll fucking love me some Heavy Splatling. 14, okay. Salmon Run. Didn't we lose this? This was ridiculous, I think. Okay, like 3 of us are focusing on one thing. And then we got up there, we killed him, and fell in there. Wow, and then we all died. What a fucking, that is so sad. Here's another, this was a close call. We're at 6 out of 9 eggs. Oh, missiles. Oh, the fly fish. Oh, it's awful. Ooh, 1, 2. Jesus. Okay, so we just barely met the quota. Christ. I hate that. 11. This was not the plan. I don't want to go through this forever. I don't really care about the kill counts. Hello, Animal Crossing in the winter when my island doesn't look good. Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing. 10. Who cares about 10? 14. Why is so much turf war? I don't care about turf war. It's boring. E-liter? Okay, E-liter action. Finally. I don't play Charger anymore, man. Okay, 2 are down. Get that. Get that guy up there. Yep. Oh, what the fuck, man? I missed it. Wow, it keeps going. I missed this. What the hell? I miss playing. Okay, there's a kill right there. Wow, there's another kill right there. This map is weird. That was close. You gotta get it. Hey! Someone threw a bomb at me. I'm just swimming. Cool. I should have just stayed in the back because there was clearly someone there. Or maybe that was the person I killed and then they threw it. I don't fucking know. Oh, tri-stringer action? Dude, some tri-stringer action? I actually did have quite a bit of fun with tri-stringer. Woo! I feel like I don't fully understand it still. But I must understand it to some extent. And then it started lagging. So that's cool. That kill just registered. I got that shot somehow. That's nuts. Okay, tri-stringer's weird. But I like it. It was fun. It was a fun learning experience. It's nice to get out of your comfort zone and do something else for once. Range blaster, speaking of which, 10-3, 13-0, 10-1, 8-0. Like, 8, like, who cares about 8? Dude, who cares? Wait, oh, what the hell? That Squiffer got 17. Maybe that's why I saved it. 14, 15, whatever. Like, who cares about 10 kills? Winter when my island looks the worst. I don't care. Get out of here. Oh, I made a new entrance for my island. Here's like a little image of it where my character blinked. That's cool. 14. Okay. I don't care about the kill counts. This is Hydra. This is Rainmaker, so it's finally not boring ass turf war. Jesus. Woohoo! Dude, the jump, did you see the strategic jump because I knew the E-liter was going to shoot me? Unbelievable. I could just tell by the timing. When you are an E-liter main, you start to learn how to deal with E-liters. Like, you just learn how to time everything. You know exactly when everything's going to happen. Those 2 are dead. Goodbye, good sir. Okay, cool. I'm just like really, wait, whoa, 22-2, okay. Sorry, I had my light on, I just realized. 16, 14, here's some fucking numbers. 21. Dude, it's because I'm doing ranked mode finally. 16, 18, E-liter. Here's E-liter. Is that the same game? No. They have a disconnect. What a sad reality. It's like, dog, what do you think is gonna happen? I want to say I'm no professional at this game, nor do I have any interest in being a professional, because for me personally, it sucks the fun out of it. It just starts to feel too serious and like it's just too much. Okay, well that was a bummer at the end there. Here's another wow, there's 2 E-leaders present. Yeah. Well, you're fucked off! Girl, I took the shot and it was worth it. Okay, wow. What in the world? Wow, the missiles? No missiles. No, I hate missiles so much, dude. Okay. Oh man, this was nuts. Move out of the way because the bomb, and then I did the thing, the maneuver, the whatever, and then I hid and just kind of waited this out. And I just okay, cool. Goodbye. Get off of there to avoid the bomb. Get a shot in the I miss my Splatoon days, man. Oh, I miss it. Woo! Shit, dude. Do y'all play Splatoon? What's your main on Splatoon? In all my time playing a Splatoon, I've never once played Salmon Run. I wanted to play it because it's the best way to get, like, the ability chunks, but I'm just lazy. I'm not lazy, it's just that I want to play the fun modes instead. 17, 29! I think that's the most kills I've ever gotten. 29 with heavy splatling, 2 deaths. Fuck, dude. Oh, what a fool. Get that... The patience? Okay, well that was... Oh, and then it killed me. Watch this. This shit was so mean to me. Did that count as a death? I want to know, actually. Oh, and then I got 5 stars, and then it doesn't even matter because they increased it to 10 stars, so no. Whatever. Alright, I shouldn't be here forever. 21 kills, I'm gonna break away from this because this wasn't the plan. And I don't want to be here forever. So I'm gonna pull up old art again. that was the original plan. I don't want to waste a bunch of time doing other bullshit. Okay. Sorry, I had the idea to do that, and I thought it would be fun, and might look at the rest of those one day. Is the chat working? I hope so. If not, I'll probably just, like, end the stream, and it'll just be a really short one, unfortunately, because I don't feel like starting a new one. Okay, it is working. Cool. Cool. Fuck off. By the way, I might upload a video soon going over, like, my art journey over time, digital art specifically, because I've been drawing since 2017, and I just thought it would be a nice little fun thing to do to reflect. So I think I made Slosher before that. I made Nozzle Nose. Hell yeah. I have 3 particular mains. E-Leader is the main for me. I also mained Heavy Splatling and X-Splosher. I love me some X-Splosher. I fell in love with it once I learned how to use it. It's very fun. So, we have some of my old friends here. Not really old friends. 2 of them are still my besties to this day, and one of them is a piece of shit. Specifically the one on the right. And fun fact, I guess, the person in the middle is also the same person who, like, was featured for, like, a second in a screenshot in my fandom drama video. When I said that my friend is also, Flint is my friend's OC. That's who I was talking about. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Wow. Okay. My epic friends. This was super fun to make. My art is going through puberty right now. What a way to describe it. I'm going for more sharp features, doing things a little messy, and overall taking inspiration from people like the Nerdy AI and the specific friend who I'm not friends with anymore. You should check them all out. They are very epic artists, every one of them. I forgot my friend's scarf. I'm just sort of tired while typing this. I seem upset, I guess, but I'm fine and very happy with how this turned out and my style overall. I just wasn't as talkative. Why is the location paint exclamation point? Not sure why that is. Conductor, let me see what you have. A knife! Okay. I don't like this. His fist is like not fisted enough. it's it's like it doesn't look clenched enough. That was a better word. I don't know, it looks fine. Fucking the line art. There's no line weight. There's no interest. It is boring. The floor doesn't make sense. Why does it curve? Why do the floorboards, why does the wood curve as it goes up? I'm sorry I'm inactive. I've actually devoted the last 100 hours to this fucking game. I'm obsessed. The Simpsons ship has officially sailed and sunk, bitch. Wow, are you celebrating it? Because A Hat in Time is my next fixation for probably a few months, or who knows, it might subvert my expectations and last for ages like the Simpsons phase did. Chat, something happened. Deltarune was a turning point. For a very long time, my fixations would only last a couple of months at a time. And they were often very short. And if they did go on for longer than that, it's because I was forcing it, like with The Simpsons. But, like, Deltarune, and I was 17 turning 18 when Deltarune became big. Undertale and Deltarune. That lasted a year. And then Toontown Corporate Clash is still ongoing. It had its moments where it like dipped and it wasn't the initial obsession anymore, but then it came back like crazy. And like Cathal and Graham are just forever gonna be some of my favorite characters of all time. So I mean they are my favorite characters of all time. So I mean like it's different. And, like, ever since I become an adult, for some reason, my phases tend to just last way longer. I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's pretty interesting. Just thought I'd bring that up. Anyways. The Simpsons phase got super annoying after a few months. Smithers literally wouldn't go away. Oh, my God. Really interesting choice. It wasn't a choice, it just happens, but like really interesting character to fixate on. But then Conductor killed him, my next fixation. My characters, like my favorite characters and such, my fixations would just be very random. Like, my phase before The Simpsons was Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. For no reason. There wasn't even a reason. I didn't even if you asked me what I actually liked about these characters, I would not have an answer for you. It's like I didn't even like them for the actual characters. I didn't like the actual source media that much. I just became obsessed with it. Like, I don't know. There was no reason for it. Like, Smithers, there was no fucking reason. I don't care about Smithers. But now my fixations actually have meaning behind them. I don't know. I don't know. I think probably when did I start taking it seriously? I don't know. I would say my oldest phase, A Hat in Time, during my Hat in Time phase, my favorite character was Mustache Girl, but for some reason I fixated on Conductor. I don't know why that is, but Mustache Girl remains one of my favorite characters to this day. I just don't know why I didn't fixate on her. I'm not sure what the reasoning or the psychology is behind that. Danganronpa Fuyuhiko is still one of my favorite characters of all time. I still also really like Kazuichi, Miyu, Hajime, Himiko, my beloved, and Kokichi. I like those guys a lot. And Gundam. Gundam's goated. So there's still characters that I like. Fuyuhiko's on top forever. Yeah, I mean, you saw my fucking video, if you did, my short that I made of characters that, my favorite characters now. You know, we see ourselves in our favorite characters. But, anyways, Graham and Cathal were also in that, of course. Let's see. My next fixation or maybe Snatcher. I know my brain's still figuring it out. I just hope it doesn't end up like the Simpsons phase, where I don't give a shit about anything except the character I'm fixating on. So I was actively annoyed by that. Who cares? You're allowed to just like the character and not care about the source media it comes from. I used to have like shame with like not acknowledging all of the media and all the characters, and it's like sometimes you can just not care about certain aspects of it. You can't just not care about certain characters. You know what I mean? I don't really care about, like, there's a good chunk of Toontown Corporate Clash characters that I don't pay any mind, but, like, who cares? Like, life is just so short that I cannot be asked to worry about that. I cannot be asked to worry about the lack of attention I've given Prester Toontown Corporate Clash. I don't care about him. And it's nothing personal. I just don't care. You know, it's just like that. Anyways, I'm so obsessed with this game and character. I love Conductor as a villain. I love it so much. I can't even explain it. I literally cried like a little bitch last night over how much I fucking love this game. I'm actually gonna cry. Like, I will dissolve without warning. As much as I want to be mean to this and call it cringe, I'm low-key like this, just not as like key mash capital letter paragraph about it. I do be like getting low-key emotional over how much I love like my favorite characters and my OCs. I do be like that. I've basically completed the game besides the death wishes, so now I'm working on a bunch of animatics and getting ideas for videos regarding the game and fandoms in general because I'm obsessed with rambling about them. Getting a new phase was low-key awful. Like, great, but awful at the same time. It's always like that. Even when my like Cathal and Graham obsession came back initially, like last month, it was like low-key very, very overwhelming. It always is. It just gets so intense and I can't do anything else, and I have so many ideas at once and I can't get them all out, and it sucks. It sucks when I have ideas and I can't get them all out at once. It just happens every time I enter a new phase, which is why I've been very content with just like my OCs and Toontown Corporate Clash characters and just not getting super into anything else. But yeah, I literally like, sometimes I will like avoid playing a certain game or watching a certain movie or a show because I'm scared that I'll get like animatic ideas or like drawing ideas and I'll get overwhelmed. Like, I am literally avoiding, I talked about this on a stream once. My favorite like Let's Play, one of my favorite Let's Plays ever made, Super Beard Bros played Wario Land Shake It, and I've been wanting to rewatch that Let's Play so bad. It is such a good Let's Play. I actually put like I put a reference of it in the first part of my Abnormal Pain review. There are actually 2 references, I believe, to that. Yeah, 2 references to that Let's Play in my Sheila Goodwill review. The transitions in between episodes where it says like the episode title, and then I put in some stupid funny audio that represents the episode. The episode 4 with the "I wanna make a pizza," that's from that playthrough. I wanna make a pizza. Episode 5 was, what was it? What is my grandma yelling about, dude? Anyway, sorry if you hear that. Sorry if you hear all the melodrama. Episode 5, what was it? What was the audio for that? What happened? Oh, praise the goddamn Jesus. So they were playing Wario Land Shake It, and like during the Foul Water Falls escape, God, I missed this game. The song that plays, they were comparing it to like, they said it sounded like gospel music, so they started like singing, praise the goddamn Jesus. We praise you, Lord. We give you praise. And they were just randomly like throwing in hallelujah, like just like mindless, aimless religious singing. So there were 2 references to that in there, and there's one in Abnormal Pain. I love this playthrough, dude, but I'm so hesitant to watch it because I'm afraid of getting animatic ideas and getting too much energy. My sleep schedule's been terrible lately, by the way. Like, I get so much energy and inspiration specifically at night when I'm trying to go to sleep. And I keep trying to wake up early. I set alarms and then I get up and then I fall back asleep. Why is she falling over? Hello? What could have possibly caused that? fixing LPS on my setup. Okay, wow, we were talking a lot. It's been a bit since I seen you. Your PS2 died. I got rid of my PS2 when we moved earlier this year because I was convinced it was dying, and it may have been. One of my main concerns was the dead CMOS battery, which isn't actually a big deal at all. It literally just means like time doesn't pass, like the clock is broken, and it doesn't affect the gameplay at all for me. So, but I thought it was way more serious, and also it was just like having other problems. So it may have been dying, but I kind of wish I didn't get rid of it. But yeah. Man, why did I get rid of that? What's wrong with me? Who cares if it... Ow, I'm so upset. Whatever. Ugh. Anyway, let me read the chat. Jesus. But yeah, I have not been watching that playthrough because I'm just... what if I get too many ideas? Is it normal to be very sad when a fixation is about to end? 100%, dude. The mourning... Dude, the mourning process of that is so real. My current hyperfixation is my OCs. I actively refuse to hyperfixate on anything else because otherwise I feel like I'm abandoning my children. I am so envious, dude. Like, I don't want to... I love Toontown... I'm not even going to say Toontown Corporate Clash. I love Kathleen Graham. I have, like, a circle of characters that I really like, but let's be real. At the end of the day, it's always Kathleen Graham. Kathleen Graham are the obsession, you know? So, like, whenever I'm, like, paying a bunch of attention to my OCs, I always feel like, man, I want to be giving Kathleen Graham attention right now. But then whenever I give them a bunch of attention, I'm like, man, I need to give my OCs more attention. It's always like, whenever I'm doing something, I'm always saying I should be doing something else. But I've been trying to see it all on the same level. I've been trying to, like, say, okay, I've been trying to, like, see Kathleen Graham as my OCs so that I can stop giving myself a hard time. And also, they deserve to be my OCs. They're mine. They're mine, to be honest. What else do we have? Let's see. There are times when I have ideas, but I immediately become unmotivated, especially if I mess a piece of art up. Man. The recent skip for biggest struggles is just 9s. It's all math. It's all math. Okay. We should continue on. Okay. I need to calm down. My brain is literally having a rainbow seizure about everything. I have so much energy bottled up. I can't wait to pour it out in these videos. 2020 was tough. I was trying so hard to post videos and I just was having a hard time following up on it. I'm really trying to commit to finishing videos. I don't want to pressure myself, which is hard, but during the Simpsons phase, I had so many great ideas that didn't go anywhere because I was so insecure about how I drew the characters and how it's not popular anymore. Who cares? Well, I don't hate this drawing, so I hope I can be confident about my creations this time around. Also, Toontown Corporate Clash was revolutionary for my animatics. I'm going to post a video that has all my animatics, all my Toontown Corporate Clash animatics since 2023 up until now. I'm gonna combine them all, and I'm gonna post a video of all of them. You can see the improvement throughout time, and it just finally gives me an excuse to put them on YouTube. So that's a thing. I made animatics for stuff in the past. There's a couple Hat in Time ones. There's a couple fucking Simpsons ones. There's a couple Deltarune ones. But I think, one, I was insecure about how I drew the characters. And I never fully overcame that. 2, I had too many ideas and I would get too overwhelmed with all of them. And I also didn't keep track of them anywhere. I think that really didn't help. And I think 3, I genuinely just love Toontown Corporate Clash. I genuinely love, Kathleen Graham more than like anything I've ever loved. So it's just genuinely different in that aspect. Also, it doesn't help that my fixations were out of my control. So I would just mindlessly like fixate on things even if I didn't like have anything to say about it. So it might have also been a lack of ideas, or like I didn't know how to convey my thoughts on them through animatics, or like show my love for them through ideas. So it was all just like a disconnect, but that's no longer present. So I've come a long way. Sorry I'm blabbering so much. I just have so much energy. I'm literally tearing up over this game, we know. While listening to SSBM Mother, Super Smash Bros. Melee Mother theme, because it sounds so wholesome and innocent, and yet it sounds like a huge world, like an adventure. Like imagining this song while Hat Kid sits on a bench and looks at all the surroundings in Mafia Town and Alpine while also thinking about the ending. I can't, I'm too weak for this. Wow, that's a lot, man. That is a good song. Since I'm actually obsessed with this game and putting so much energy into it, I want to use that energy to make some videos with it as well. I'm really excited to have a lot done for one animatic, and I'm proud of it. Fuck you, insecurities. I've just been very happy lately, a little stressed because I have focused so much on this game, I start remembering that I actually have a real life to deal with. I haven't touched AC in days, now know when I will again. That phase got killed off fast. But yeah, I still like other things, I'm just really, really hyper-focused on this shit. About the drawing itself, it's based on the boss fight with Conflictor. That's great, actually. Yes, I absolutely love that. Conflictor. Oh, man. Like I said, I love him as a villain so much. I love how literally angry and insane he is, but also if he fucking choked in front of me, I would not care. Why do you say but? As if that's like a contradicting thought. Those can go hand in hand. That can be an and right there. I love short, angry guys, you know what I mean? I'm actually proud of this. This game inspires me to try out more backgrounds and actual environments, which I should really start getting more into. Wish me luck. Buddy, let me show you guys this. I made a drawing recently that I'm quite pleased with. It's got a lot going for it. It was a fully finished Christmas drawing of the Toontown Corporate Clash characters, the ones that I care about specifically. I'll zoom you out just a little bit. So, this is the finished drawing right here. Graham, Flint, Cathal, Ben, Belle, Misty, Spruce, Cosmo, and the satellites, but the satellites aren't here. Those are the ones I care about, period. I like the other characters, I just don't invest any time into them. Cathal and Graham are obviously the number one, but yeah, so we have this here. I did another Christmas drawing with Fire Setter. I am doing like 2 Christmas drawings for Little Vigilante and another one for Tattoo Crew. I only got like 4 days, so I guess I could just make them whenever I want. It doesn't really matter. Also, here's this sneak peek. Sure, here's some Little Vigilante characters. I love your art. It's so cool. Thank you. Graham and Flint under the mistletoe. Hell yeah. And I have another drawing of them under the mistletoe. Sure. Why not? Let's just show that. What the hell? Not import file. I don't think there'd be anything wrong with showing you guys my screen right now. It's just drawings, but I just want to make sure there's no, like, personal info or anything. Mistletoe. Also, it's my first time that I actually ever drew them kissing because it's like, I don't get how that would work with Flint's mouth, but whatever. We don't have to worry about how it works here because it's, because of the angle. Yeah, I did this first and then I did the Christmas drawing. The thing about the Christmas drawing is it was like my first time in ages actually doing a background. So, like a real background, the heart's coming out of the flame. Hell yeah, I love when people do that with Flint. Yeah, I love them to bits. Cathal and Graham still the number one duo, still on top. I still gotta make my shrine of them, but as far as ships go, Fire Setter is my number one favorite. Mainly because I don't really like many ships like at all. I don't really care for a lot of them. So, unless unless characters are like canon or something, I just don't care most of the time. But yeah, here's some little vigilante characters, some small little vigilante characters. I have to figure out Aubrey's outfit. I don't exactly know what to do with it right now, but the Christmas drawing had like an actual background, which I'm not really good at doing. Well, actually, it wasn't a bad background. It's just I'm not good at committing to doing it. What made you hate Sage from LPS Popular? He said that Brooke's eating disorder was annoying, like twice, I think. So he was implying that he was inconvenienced by her eating disorder and severe mental problems. Let's see. He blamed Brigitte when Savannah broke up with him and randomly lashed out at her. He also said, you know you're beautiful and you use that to your advantage. Like, Like, to me, that whole scene was an admission of guilt from Sage. It was him admitting that he does find Brigitte attractive and wanted to cheat with her, which is very possible, given the fact that he almost cheated on Brooke with Savannah and only liked her because she got a makeover. Sorry, I'm coming at you very intensely. This intense energy isn't like focused on you, it's more focused on Sage. I'm just coming out like very intense. But he it's like he blamed Brigitte because he found her attractive, and it was like he was like blaming her for his attraction. It's giving nice guy, it's giving incel, right? Like it like so strange. When I watched it, I thought they were cousins. They say they're like family, but they're not actually family. They're just like very old family friends. So, which is weird. It makes it even weirder. Like, I don't know what was going on with Brigitte. I would honestly think that she's innocent if it weren't for that one moment in episode like 25 where she was outside the door listening to Savannah and Sage fight with a smug look on her face. Otherwise, I would honestly think that she's innocent. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess Sophie probably wouldn't introduce a character like that just for her to be completely innocent. I don't know. Ugh, Jesus. Like, all this over Sage. He's so not worth it. He's so, like... According to Brooke, he was a player and would, like, play around with a lot of girls before he was with her, which could be a lie, but I'm inclined to believe Brooke on account of the fact that he almost cheated on her with Savannah as soon as she was attractive, and he almost cheated on Savannah with Brigitte. He's just a fucking clod. He sucks. He sucks ass. No women deserve him. That's why I don't like Sage. Anyways, just saying I have so many ideas that I might end up getting overwhelmed and just not make anything for a while. That is very real. Sage reminds me of an ex-boyfriend of mine. Hell no. Oh, what is this? This is a fucking... Oh, grow up. This is a vague post towards one of my old friends. Dude, Panic, do you remember this? We had like a weird beef. I'm not going to say their name. I don't even know what they go by now. They were very young and they didn't know a lot better, but I had severe beef with an old friend of mine. And we were both really into A Hat in Time, and they like, ugh. Dude, my Hat in Time, my Hat in Time phase, everyone in the server who liked A Hat in Time and played it, I'm not friends with any of them anymore. I'm not friends with any of them. I can think of like 3 off the top of my head, and I'm not friends with any of them. What the hell? Ugh. And then, so, this friend, like, I think she was just very young. I don't know what pronouns they use. They were just very young, and they didn't know a lot better. I think they were just very misguided, and they kind of got ostracized from the group. I played A Hat in Time back then. I'm sorry. I didn't see as much from you, I think. I don't know if you were more inactive, but I just know, like, for the most part, I remembered engaging with 3 particular people when it came to A Hat in Time. But I don't know. I might just be being a dick and not remembering. I apologize. But, oh yeah, you were in my animatic I made, actually. With, like, where all 3 of us kin to Mustache Girl. God. Anyways, so this friend, I don't even remember what they did, but they were just, I think they were just misguided, and they were young and didn't know better. They said some stupid shit that any kid says online. They kind of got ostracized from the group. I was part of that. I didn't like them. I was beefing with them, especially over A Hat in Time. I was gatekeeping A Hat in Time from them, dude. And they, like, I remember I feel like they had weird beef with Mustache Girl for some reason. Like, they were, like, a hardcore Hat Kid Kenny, and they, like, did not like Mustache Girl. It's like, Mustache Girl's the GOAT. So then you can see the birdie art style inspiration in this. That's awful. No, now that you point it out, it does look like that. What did his art look like at this time? It was 2020. I don't fucking know. Can I be so real? I still really like the art style that Birdie had in like mid 2018. It was like right after he started working on Same Face Syndrome. What's an anime? Like the Uptown Funk animation that he made. That was peak to me. I know there's some problems with it for sure, but that was my personal favorite era. And after that, there were some things that I liked that he made, and then it was just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not into this as much anymore. But I was a major dick about it in 2019 because I was an asshole in general. Anyways, wow. God, the inspiration of my art style, that's so sad. I think, here's the thing. Birdie was a major inspiration for me since I started digital art. So, and it continued that way for years. So I think it might have just like, even, I don't know if maybe even today there are things that are like similar. I don't think there are. I don't think there are. I wouldn't think so. I mean, no, I don't fucking see it. I mean, I really am not. This is not like. I'm not saying this should be the focus when it comes to Birdie shit, because obviously he's just a depraved person. But genuinely, just in terms of art, I have not enjoyed his art for years now, and I'm not into it today, so I no longer take inspiration from it, and I haven't for a while. But I think back in the day, during my growing years of digital art, I think when I was first growing and developing my style, he was a big inspiration for me. So some of those elements might have bled throughout time, but I don't think they're around anymore. I don't think they're around anymore at all. So I think yeah. Birdie was what started me on art, and I learned about him through my brother complaining about him in 2016. That's early, man. I didn't learn about him until 2017. Low-key, his animation was pretty well made considering his age back in the day. Now it's just what even happened here. Yeah, he's not active on any of his socials. Yeah, I mean, shit, man. It's a darn shame, I will say, like, just everything is sad surrounding it. Like, and I say this as someone who perpetuated a lot of drama and bullshit back in the day. I was a terrible person in 2019. I made terrible videos ranting about Birdie, assuming he was absolutely malicious all the time. I do think he was sometimes. I'm not going to put it past him. I'm not going to say that he wasn't a bad person when I was ranting about him. But I shouldn't have handled it in the way I did. I was a huge asshole. I perpetuated a bunch of transphobia towards him, misgendered him, constantly was on about how he's faking dysphoria. It's like, can we talk about how he abused someone? Like, why are we focusing on that? That's so stupid. But I do feel bad about the video. I feel bad about the videos I made because they were bad. They were bad, and I don't want like him coming out as a degenerate these days to suddenly mean, oh, those videos were actually okay. They were good. No, they were terrible. They were terrible. They were terrible. And a lot of the kids shouldn't be in commentary, in my opinion. That's my exact thoughts. Yeah, for sure. I shouldn't have been in commentary. Even on Animations, my videos were bad. I understand that kids want to share their opinions, and it's important for them to share their thoughts and learn things, but the commentary community online, not a place for that. It's dangerous, man. It's crazy. So those videos were very bad and harmful, and the effects of it lingered on, and people would accuse him of faking dysphoria. I mean, they got a lot of views, and I had a platform, so I'm absolutely responsible for that. They were shit. They were ass. But at the end of the day, still, it doesn't excuse his modern day actions. And I don't like him as a person today. I like how we're just frozen on this, by the way. But yeah, that's where I stand now. I don't like my old behavior towards him, but I also still don't like him as a person today. So, I'm not, whatever. Anyway, wow, we went on a tangent. But, yeah. Jesus Christ. It is just, like, sad to think about, like, how it all started as just some, like, 11, 12-year-old on the internet making animations trying to escape their home life. It's sad when you look back. Even fucking Cindy Bear 03. I was looking at some of her art lately, even though she is a degenerate. I was looking at like some of her archived art because I was looking for art inspiration, and I do still find inspiration in some of her art. So I was looking at some of that, and it's just sad. Like, it's all just so sad. Especially when you look at these creators like older videos. Like, I see all kinds of videos about like creeps and degenerates and groomers and whatnot. I see lots of videos about stuff like that, and they're all like terrible. And I feel no sympathy for any of these people, nor Birdie or Cindy Bear. But with those two specifically, it hits different for me, not because I have sympathy for them, but because I grew up watching their stuff, and it's like, it's just so sad knowing like I was there years ago before they turned out this way, and just watching that happen in real time makes this so much more depressing. It's just a sad situation. Just sucks. It sucks. It just sucks. Man. Anyways, we should probably get back to doing this. We make like no progress on these art streams because I yap. Anyways, this was a vague post towards one of my old friends. If your apology consists of "this is hard for me, this has had an impact on my mental health, and it's hard for me to change," you didn't learn shit. Do I think that still? Low-key, yeah. Low-key, yeah, because you're making it about you. Oh! Wow, the vague posting! Wait, hold up! Wait, there's more... There's more inspiration. Did I almost say inspiration? I meant to say there's more information. I really need to start scrolling down and actually reading the descriptions before I yap, because that could have saved us so much time. Okay. What does this say? This was all about some like 14-year-old, so this is not vague posting final boss. I don't care if you didn't mean to. Miss White people should reclaim the N-word because of freedom of speech. I don't care if it hurts you. Miss, I don't know, your coping mechanism's just really kind of stupid to me. What was that about? I'm curious. I don't care if you cried over your own shit, Miss. I don't like ACAB because I know a cop. It's been an actual 13 hours. You can't just change from a racist, toxic, guilt-tripping birdie bootlicker. That too? Speak of the devil. In that time span, you literally only say sorry to avoid getting in trouble. Flint Bonfire cameo? I don't like the insinuation there that Flint is a racist, toxic, guilt-tripping birdie bootlicker. This is not what I expected. You don't care that you hurt people, Miss. I didn't hurt anyone's mental health but my own. She doesn't want to be friends with you? The vague posting, what is this? Who is she? She's better and smarter than that, and she will find better people, Miss. She was the only thing keeping my mental health from collapsing. Oh! This person dated one of my old friends. That's who I'm talking about. They go by they now. That's why I was confused. Oh my god. No, don't say that. They're gonna think you support stalking. I love that joke now. That is, in hindsight, I'm so glad that happened. Because it actually indirectly caused me to get way back into Kathleen Graham and Corporate Clash. And it also is a really good inside joke now. Oh, you gotta learn to laugh at some stupid shit online, man. Oh my god. If you wanted to change, you wouldn't tell people to stop and leave you alone when confronted. Misconfrontation gives me anxiety, so I Why is this Flint Bonfire? This is why no one is trying to reason with you anymore. Because every time we do, you're just a poor baby who doesn't know any better, and change gives you anxiety. Miss, I'm a child. Don't expect me to be perfect. No, I had to have missed that. I don't get it. Okay, this whole thing is just like a vague post about like a really old friend who I honestly completely forgot about. Whew. I think it's because I never really got along with them. Not really. I always kind of had beef with them. I don't even remember how they became part of the group. But, This is all just about some, like, 14-year-old. I'm sure they've matured since then. I don't care. I forgot about this completely. And when I was saying Flint Bonfire, I'm just referencing a character I really like who also apologizes to avoid getting in trouble, and confrontation gives them anxiety. So they avoid it. And they're a coward. And they talk shit to deal with their pent-up shit. And they like drama. Anyway, God, I love Flint. They're so problematic. Anyway, I'm a child, don't expect me to be perfect. I mean, that's reasonable. You can't expect them to be perfect. Kinda had to let out 3 months of pent-up rage over an abusive person in my server. That's the last time I give Birdie Bootlickers the benefit of the doubt, because it cost me and my friends 2 more months of hostility and guilt tripping. My mental health went downhill in May and June, partly because of their presence and how I believed kicking them out would make me lose friends and would be my fault. It's nice to finally get rid of toxic people so you can live your life better without worrying about them. Honey, you got a big storm coming. You are about to lose half your friend group in half a year. Have fun. What a time. One of those people was the Kraft mac and cheese person who I've talked about a couple times. That's all they can be known for now. If you guys have any toxic people in your life, please get rid of them. You'll be happier and healthier. I drew this with Mustache Girl because kin and the situation overall sort of reminds me of her, and it's a good coping mechanism for me no matter how really kind of stupid it is. So they were saying kinning is a stupid coping mechanism? Didn't they kin Hat Kid? I'm confused. Anyway, I'm doing better without them around. And I know my friends will too. Justice has been served. No more bad guys ever. I must say again, honey, you got a big storm coming. What is the period? I'm honestly who are you? Hey, what's up? This is my friend. I'm honestly glad Miss I'm a Kid, I Can't Be Perfect is gone from the server. She often made me uncomfortable. I'm so glad it wasn't just me. I'm glad I wasn't alone either. Hey, nice profile picture. Hell yeah. That's my friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Okay. Anyways. Okay, now we have Hat Kid, Bow Kid, Mustache Girl. I should redraw this. I probably won't soon because I don't feel like it, but I should. This is bad. It's always bothered me how Hat Kid and Mustache Girl feel like they're menacingly standing there and Bow Kid's like in another world. I don't get the background. The background looks good with those two, but it clashes with her like bright green outfit and such. But yeah. Hey, I've been working on this for a few days total. Yes, I'm still working on projects. In total? Well, yeah. What else would it be? I haven't lost confidence in how I draw the Hat in Time characters yet, which makes me happy. Yeah, are you planning on it? However, I'm still having the issue with not really feeling anything while drawing. Okay, well, that's just depression. I have no emotion or care for my art as I'm working on it. Yeah, I work hard on it, but I don't even like it or hate it. It's weird because I can tell I do in fact enjoy shutting down, how this worked out, how this turned out, and it is fun to draw. I just don't really feel anything. I don't know, it ain't the same as it used to be, I guess. I think you need to break away from drawing and do something else. My style's still having a huge crisis, which is likely part of it. This was fun to make. I love this game. I love the characters. Can I just admire Bo Kid's design real quick? It looks so cute and it's so fun to draw. Like, I thought I'd hate drawing her. Really? But she's so floofy. She got she got style. They all got style. Should I make a burping compilation? It just happens too often. And it always makes me laugh, and I low-key just want to make a burping compilation. The ranting in these descriptions are frying me. Dude, this DeviantArt was like my personal diary. I did not expect that last one. That was so fucking funny. I'm just looking over at my collapsed shelves. I don't know what I'm going to do about those. One of them was collapsed. I was like, that's weird. Let me fix it. And then they all just, like, collapsed. There was a domino effect. I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing this. I can't unsee the birdie art inspo? No. What do you mean? Where? Is it the face shape and, like, the big eyes? It upsets me so much. This, no! No! Okay, I don't really see it here that much except like this, I guess. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. What was I talking about? Oh, I do have like a weird sounds compilation that I want to make of me just like making bizarre sounds, and all my weird ass burps are included in that, so it's more so Mustache Girl, that's what I thought. Okay, I like her design. I like all their designs. Mustache Girl, my beloved. This was fun to make, blah, blah, blah. Drawing Hat Kid's hand holding the umbrella gave me an aneurysm, but otherwise this was nice to make. I can tell on account of the fact that the handle isn't even sticking out of the other side. It just kind of disappears behind her. Okay. Oh, this is unfinished. Banjo-Kazooie, but with Itchy and Scratchy. I'm never finishing this. It was started in likely February or something, and it's bad. I was on the bus when I was thinking about The Simpsons and how Itchy and Scratchy make sounds similar to Banjo-Kazooie, thus this beast was born. I don't care about this or The Simpsons anymore. You don't care about The Simpsons, weirdo? Don't get me wrong, I like the show, but it's not my main focus at all, and I'm generally tired of it after my obsession. After my, like, obsessive phases, I get, like, resentful of them, because I think I'm just, like, burnt out on them. I'm still, like, resentful towards Deltarune, and I haven't been into it since, like, early 2023. We're coming up on the 3-year mark. I think that might also be because everyone's talking about it, and all the Toontown Corporate Clash fans moved to it, so I'm like, but, you know. Hello? Okay, I was about to say, you better load this, because this is peak. I still really like this. I don't associate with 2 of these people anymore, and one of them is one of my best friends. Why'd they get whitewashed? I was using their ref at the time, but they're whitewashed. Okay, so why are you white? All the old friend lore this episode. Oh god, 2020 was such a time. I'm just gonna zoom in on this anatomy right here. Right, just going on right here. Okay. So, anyways, friends and partner. I don't remember Duya's DeviantArt, and she doesn't use it anymore. Okay, cool. Thanks, y'all, for being super epic and being in my life. Thank you for another half a year before it all goes to shit. That's inappropriate. It's not inherently. I'm talking about the anatomy here. The anatomy is what I'm talking about here. And the human body isn't inherently inappropriate. Let's see. I got bored and really wanted to just accomplish something with my art here. I'm deadass incredibly proud of. Let me get a drink of water. Something I'm deadass incredibly proud of. My art is changing, and I'm really trying to go somewhere with it right now. And my persona's gonna get a makeover because I hate her at the moment. God, this persona struggle for the past 5 years has been real. Man, why did I change it? That early 2021 was cute. I guess the colors, I had problems with the colors. Her hair needed to be more yellow because it blended so much with, like, the fur color. Because the fur color is just peach. Whatever. And then that was hard against the shirt because it was yellow. Trying to return to ps2, but it's hard because motivation. What a shame. No Confidence is the title of this one. What an interesting little thing we got going on here. We have, this is very interesting. This was a weird moment for my Sona. The split dyed hair that I never had. The hat, the checkered hat. The little bat wings. Okay, those are all very interesting. The background with the random scattered star tool. The colors are ass on the background. Wow. Character fuckface location, the circus. I gave up hard on this. I don't know what happened, but some shift occurred in my brain, and now I hate everything I draw, or just don't feel anything about it. I don't know, it probably just seems like that on days like this where I have no confidence. Your last deviation was literally one of your proudest things, and to this day, something I'm very proud of. When I have no confidence, I mean it. I have no confidence. It makes working hard. Also, I'm abandoning my persona again because I hate drawing her more than anything in the world. Consider this a test for when I decide to pick her up again. Damn. Okay. Okay. It's unfortunate that this is still really nice. This is still very pretty to me. I just don't associate with the person anymore. I'm very proud of this art trade. I never do trades with people I don't know, by the way, and even then I don't usually do them, just so you know. Anyway, I'm so proud of this. I like how I really tried with the background despite my lack of confidence. I love the little plants I added and how I did the clouds and the stars. See? You goober? Being so hard on yourself? I guess I have like 2 ways of drawing eyes now. Style crisis is still kind of here, but I am liking some of my recent stuff. I kind of miss some of my old eyes, like how I used to draw eyes. Like this era was kind of neat. It was interesting. I would do like these eyes and then I would have like white in the middle. So these eyes were pretty interesting. And then there would be these ones where I would have like the pupil and like the top would be like colored in and then like maybe a little bit of extra sparkle. And then I was thinking about my early 2018 eyes. What are my eyes here? Okay, hang on. Okay. This eye style was interesting. I don't like how the white parts are outlined. But even before this, I don't hate this eye style. It's low-key cute. I feel like that definitely came from LPS. I'm trying to see if I can find like an LPS character who... Whoa, not the birdie stuff, girl. Girl, you gotta stop. But like with my LPS characters, like this shape, depending on like what the LPS's eye shape was, like Melody, this would be a diamond and all that. I low-key do be missing that eye style. What did it turn into? It turned into this ass that I don't like as much, where it was just like this color and then like a lighter shade of the color. It's weird. I don't like it. My art felt really desaturated. Look at this. Look at what cringe culture did. Look at what cringe culture, bright colors bad did to my art. Look at like there's some color, there's some brightness. It's all right. You know, the colors aren't the best, but there's some brightness, there's some color. Dude, this I actually don't even hate this. I actually get like a specific nostalgia from this particular piece, which is so unfortunate. Look at all the tags. Ugh. Blah, blah, blah. Not my friend, girl. Why do people say bright colors are inherently bad on OCs? Because they're morons. Like, learn about color theory. If you're gonna indulge in cringe culture and like say that's like you don't even know anything about color theory or art, dog. But like, you know, you got all these fun colors and stuff. Right here, you can see the desaturation just seeps in. Maybe. Yeah, it gets like really desaturated and dull. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's awful. Look at this. Look at what cringe culture did to it. Self-shipping with a real person. It's so bad. I was like 13. Or 14. I was 13. And then I did it again when I was 14. Why are you white too? Okay, what did my eyes become after this? It's still like the same shit. I started messing with kind of some other stuff. Oh, this fucking era. This is another one that I don't hate. I still don't hate, actually. This makes me irrationally angry. I don't know why. A shout out to whoever commissioned that. Oh, and then we started doing, okay. We went back to kind of the shapes in the eyes. I don't like how they're outlined, but whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Some of them would just be the eyes without any shapes. I All right, whatever. I just, that popped into my mind. And then I just started doing like normal like pupils, kind of, sometimes with shines in them. Nowadays, it's just like a normal like pupil. I don't do anything particular with it. Oh shit, we're going way past, okay. All right, next one's sunset. Sunseat, sorry. This is spelled sunseat. Okay. I still like this. I hold a lot of my old sunset drawings close to my heart to this day, and a lot of them I still quite like. There's some stinkers, but overall I still like a handful of them. Oh, Jesus. Okay. She is so cute. She's one of my favorite characters I have. She's just a cutie. I changed her colors a bit. Honestly, she's like, to me, she's like a Sona of mine, but she's almost like my more emotional side, I guess, or like more vulnerable. Or she's like I liked to use her for vents. Or when I was feeling particularly happy. She's just like comfort. You know, she's an emotion OC. And she's like, she kind of represents nostalgia and like feelings and such. I don't know. Changed the colors a bit. Hopefully I'll stick with this and make a ref. Drew this for an upcoming video showing our updated designs. And there are some other things I had to finish for it too. It's overall close to being done. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm less talkative lately and just focused on friends and I hadn't time. Except I did try a new background by choosing a fire alpaca filter. I don't know why, I just found it, decided to use it because I haven't before. Just joined in cuteness jump scare. Hello. Hello. We've been looking at old DeviantArt for 95 minutes. Hello. DeviantArt. Lock in, please. What are you doing? Are they all doing that? No. Why are you a hater? Why is it hating? Why is it hating on No Mouth Squad? Why am I looking at it through a muggy window? Okay, it's called No Mouth Squad. You can't even see it written in the background, though. It was two of my characters who don't really have mouths. This one on the right, this very blurry one on the right, is Anus from Barnyard. Because I made, like, my Barnyard on the PlayStation 2. I had a game file, and I named her Anus. And that was my cow. So, had this idea for a while. I drew Sunset and Anus together. Two characters without mouths as the No Mouth Squad. It's kind of hard to see the squad, but I did my best and I think it paid off. Background is giving me a hard time because I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do. To be honest, I usually don't have a plan for backgrounds, which when I draw, me neither. God, when it comes to backgrounds, dog, can you refresh it and see what that does? I'm worried about refreshing it because, like, I might have to scroll all the way back down. I guess I don't have to scroll that far. That does nothing. Yep, here we are. It's fine because I barely had to scroll anymore. It was really annoying back in the day when, yeah, we don't have to scroll far at all. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. You've been gone for years again. You're gone forever, Tortoise Terror. Hello. Thumbnail. This was a thumbnail for my video talking about art no C's. Whoa. That's right, I finished a video, a real 100% finished video. It's super long and full of content, and I put a lot of effort into it. It will be up on the Squidster tonight. It's basically about my art OC journey since I started the channel. I really have a thing for changing usernames, don't I? How are you all doing? I'm chilling. We've been looking at old DeviantArt for 98 minutes. I might actually be ready to end the stream soon, just because it's almost 7. Girl! Oh my goodness. It's almost 7, apparently. 17 people! Where are you all coming from? My throat is tired, but, let's see. It's really pretty. I like how it turned out in the background. There's a lot of past art characters of mine. New persona I haven't posted about yet. Made a little video with her and some of my friends, but she was and still is a bit undecided. I like how she looks here, though. What's going on with the hair dye, with the hair dye here? I don't understand what's going on here. This was an interesting character. I looked nothing like this, but to be fair, whenever I do make a character that looks like me, I never like it. I never like it. So I always had to give it a little something. And to be honest, the pink hair is still part of like my silly Sona today. The one that I put in my Look Just Like You, the character short that I posted recently, was more representative of me IRL. Actual clothes I own, except my jeans were just regular jeans, not bell bottoms, or I guess they didn't look like bell bottoms, but they're not like how they were in the video. I just wanted to draw them like that because I love drawing baggy pants or like big pants. Giant pants, dude, I love drawing huge pants. Making personas that don't look anything like you is so real, isn't it? God. New persona. I'm gonna give her some fishnet stockings on her legs. She also has a beret because, God, that was on my old pastel persona ages ago. Despite it being nice, I got rid of it completely. Even back then, I knew I should acknowledge it more, but I just didn't. Eventually, it was forgotten. But it's back in black. Oh, the beret. Shit, dude. I do like the beret. I do like the beret. I just added a bunch of stuff to her mindlessly, whatever I wanted, and I was happy with it. Which I think is pretty real. My Sona today is like a creature, with big giant pants, because I love drawing giant pants. Anyways, the same shirt as a Sona's a lightning strike on it. She also has the fingerless gloves, but longer. Overall, I'm loving my persona for once, and I thought I'd never be able to make one that made me feel like me. That is until I finally just went crazy and stewed and made one that doesn't look like me, but rather looks like someone I want to be, if that makes sense. That's a good way to put it. Maybe one day I'll be rocking those gloves, fishnet stockings, beret, and some real eyebrows. Damn! Why am I catching strays? As you can tell, I'm a lot more talkative here because I'm in a generally more positive and confident mood. This was fun to draw and write. It's because you made a video. You did something else. You did something different. You talked. You got it out. Here's this. This is interesting. 3 months. I could barely even see that at the bottom. I never even noticed that. Edit, we broke up heart. It's been a while since I drew something for me and Shy, so here's art for a 3-month anniversary. No one cares. Also, I tried out a lineless style, which was frustrating but fun once I got used to it. I'm actually working on some other lineless art I forgot about. It's looking really good so far. It'll probably take a while to get done. I also have some old art from 2018 where I called it lifeless art. I still haven't fixed it, pretty sure. As you can tell, I went for the same sort of aesthetic as my art trade with him, except worse, because I got a little lazy at the end. I feel like this needed more contrast, but I like how it turned out. Yeah, dude, this is the problem that I've fixed today by making my Sona's hair, like, more yellow and bright. The skin and the hair are actually almost the exact same color. It's like, it was hard because I'm white. I'm pasty white, and I'm blonde. I'm really not this blonde, though. I'm more of a dirty blonde. Like, I'm really not this blonde. But who cares? Okay. Starting to see contrast better and understand it, so I think I need to change either my persona's hair color or skin color. Well, it's gonna have to be your hair color, because your skin is just your skin. What do you mean? What are you gonna change it to? Because they look very similar here. Guess lineless art is another way to be able to tell how good your contrast is. This is sort of how my persona looks for now, still debating the dyed hair. Okay, cool. This is fine. This is cute. I like the big circle hands. I like the little style. Okay, we have my one of my besties to this day, once again whitewashed. I was just using the ref that they had at the time. Big giant arms and hands, very stubby fingers, and someone I no longer associate with, who was one of my Hat in Time buddies. And also we shared a birthday. What the hell? God, this is like the one person that I'm most bummed about not being friends with anymore. Is this a SpongeBob reference? It is. Most of the people that I stopped being friends with, like, a lot of them had, like, toxic parts to them and shit like that. But this one particular person, I don't know, like, I was chill with them. I feel like they just, like, I don't remember if I had a whole lot of problems with them specifically. It's your profile pic. Indeed it is. I don't remember having a ton of problems with them specifically. I just had problems with their friends. So that's how we ended up falling out, is just, like, our friends were different and, like, I don't know. But I'm bummed, man. Oh, well. I drew this with my friends, Dewey and Emmy. I'm giving no context. This is some lazy art, no shading. Struggled to copying the SpongeBob background, so I gave up. Weirdly proud of how I drew, do ya, though? Mainly their expression. That expression's fun. God. My profile picture, I don't know why I set it to that, but at this point, I feel like it's just eternal. I'll never make an official profile picture. I literally changed, like, the theming of my Tumblr page to fit with, like, Kathleen Graham's color scheme and all that, and it still fits very well with the color scheme because it matches my banner. Oh, my fucking low battery. Maybe this is a sign we should stop after this. But yeah, that profile picture is just there to stay. I really like this. Like, the pose could be better, but other than that, honestly, I really don't have issues with it. I still like it a lot. The screen's very dark now because the battery, but drew Vanellope finally after all these years, despite Wreck-It Ralph being my favorite movie since it came out. Had a huge obsession with it 2012, 2013, and now it came back after 8 years, so this is kind of proof my phases can in fact come back, which is sort of nice and reassuring to know. This is my favorite animated movie, likely my favorite movie of all time. Vanellope is one of my favorite characters. I wanted to draw her because I actually super adore her design. It's just so memorable and cute. I want to live in Sugar Rush just as much as I wanted to when I was 8. I was so amazed and submerged in this film when I first saw it in theaters. And it continues to amaze me every rewatch. I'm going to make a whole video about this absolutely magical movie. Really? And I recommend it to every human being in existence. Everyone deserves to experience the art that is Wreck-It Ralph. Wow, I was serious. Honestly, real. I love this movie. Wreck-It Ralph is such a good movie, and I feel like in terms of like a lot of Disney movies that get talked about that were released in the past like 20 years, it really falls under the radar. People don't talk about it. It's literally like my favorite movie of all time. It's so goated. Anyway, I'm gonna go. So probably just return another time looking at old art again. So, I mean, we're trying to we're trying to get through this, so